believe that this is the last Friday in August. Oh my gosh. So raise your hand if you're amazed that August is almost over with and next week is September. Is that not some crazy stuff, right? Woo, yeah. All right, so if you are new here, I am Brenda, and I am your Fancy Friday girl. That's right, I am here for Fancy Friday. And if you are new, you're probably thinking, what in the world is Fancy Friday? Like, that sounds really weird and kind of strange. First of all, before I tell you about Fancy Friday and what it is, I do want to give a big shout out to my father. Hi, Daddy. He is ultimately my biggest fan, and he loves these, and he's the reason why I do these. And I also want to say thank you to Judy, my stepmother, his wife. She makes sure that he gets to see these every time. So those two are my biggest fans, along with my best friend Lisa and my aunt Donna. So I just want to say hi to them really quick, and thank you, and then we can talk about Fancy Friday. Fancy Friday is a really simple concept, and really all it is to make sure that you're using the things that you love for you at a time that is good for you. So for me, it's clothes. And I find that if I'm not going anywhere or I'm not doing something fancy, I may just sit in jean shorts and a tank top all the time, but I've got these clothes in my closet that I absolutely love and I'm not wearing. So I pick a time every Friday and I wear them. And for you, it might just be like beautiful teacups or champagne glasses or your china that you got for your wedding and you haven't used in years, candles, tablecloths, towels, things that you probably save for time when you have company or time when it's a fancy time, okay? But you are saving them for other people and you're not saving them for yourself and you're not using them regularly. So why are you keeping them? Why? Because you love them, right? You're keeping them because you love them, but you're not using them. So you're not showing them love, and you're not showing yourself love. So that's really what Fancy Friday is about. I make it about clothes. You can make it about anything you want. Just use the stuff that you love, okay? So I would really love to know, if you've been watching for a while, if this concept has helped you at all. Do you find that you're using things more? And I do. I find that I look at something and go, I really like that cup. Why am I saving it? So I hope that this has been helping you too, okay? All right, so along with this, I have started doing affirmations and picking an affirmation for us to repeat to ourselves once a week. So this one is, my actions are meaningful. And I read that and I was like, yeah, I think all of us want to feel like our life is meaningful, like something about us means something. And I think that it's good to know that our actions are meaningful, whether that be for the world or just those around us or even for ourselves. Like, I know that my actions mean something to my cats, and that might not seem like a big deal to you, but it kind of is to me. I know that what I do here is meaningful for my dad. So I like to think of all of our actions as being meaningful, even the small, teeny, tiny ones. So think of that. My actions are meaningful. You have meaning, right? Now let's talk about a self-care idea. I saw this one when I was going through some lists, and I thought, yeah, I haven't done this in forever, and that is look at the stars. When you were a kid, did you ever lay on the grass and look up at the sky and try to name the stars? And, did you know all the stars? Because I don't, but I think at that time I at least knew the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. But I think it's so cool to just look at them And so if you are able to, I know some of you go to bed really, really early, you have work really early in the morning or whatever, so maybe it's not possible, but you could probably go online and find some stars to look at, which I think is really cool too, just to look at them, for people who have taken pictures of them and things. I think that's really cool. But if you have the opportunity, just go outside, even if it's in your balcony, and look up at the sky. And I think it just shows us like how small we really are and what a big world is out there. And I don't think it's bad to think of ourselves as so small. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. As it is to just think of how big the universe is, and those stars are so gorgeous. Before I go to my last thing that I talk about, I just realized something really important. I did not show you all my dress. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big part of this, is I show you what I'm wearing and you tell me what you think of it, and I forgot. So let's get to that, shall we? This is, again, not my dress, one that I stole from one of my children. I will tell you right now, this is not my favorite dress. I do like the color. I feel like there are pockets here, and I feel like they kind of add bulk right here, and I don't like that. But the dress is really, really simple. I think it's a good dress for the fall. Definitely not for the summer and the heat that we've been having. I prefer no sleeves and a little bit looser. But I do think that I could do some things with this for the fall. Some really cute boots that go up to the knee, or some, I have a pair of boots that are thick and leather. I think they would look really cute with this. Could add some belts and things. So what do you think? What do you think of this dress? Yay or nay? Yeah? No? Okay, sorry, I almost forgot that. So I think the more I wear this dress, I think the more that I'll start to like it. I like brighter colors, but like I said, I think this is a good fall color. I think it is a little bit more pinkish than it looks here. I think it kind of looks brownish, but I do like the color. I just usually wear brighter colors, so we'll see. All right, so the last thing that I like to do is I like to talk about decluttering. Decluttering is my word of the year. And I have learned that it's not just about physical things. It can be about decluttering your mind. It can be about decluttering things, not just things, but people. It can be decluttering ideas. It can be decluttering, just about anything. But when I started it, I was just thinking about decluttering my house. But I realized that there are other things that I need to declutter as well. And it's a long journey, okay? So last week I talked about us decluttering our cosmetics and our toiletries. So today I want to go back talking about a way to declutter our mind. Okay? Yeah. I think a really good way to declutter our mind is to set limits on information. And let's talk about what that means. We have a lot of information coming in to our brains all at the same time, okay? The internet has made that even worse in many ways. You have information at your fingertips. You have information from the TV, the radio, whatever you're listening to, the people that are around you. So let's try to limit that, okay? Make limits on your time browsing. So I'm only going to spend 20 minutes on Facebook today, 20 minutes on Instagram, 20 minutes doing this, okay? Set your alarm and set that up. Also talks about limiting the subscriptions that you have. Like I have a subscription to Amazon Music, And I really like that, and so I keep that. But if you have subscriptions to things that you don't use, I know people have subscriptions to so many TV streaming. I don't think you need all those, so look at those. And if you do, and you use them all, that's great. But if you're overwhelmed with it, maybe you can delay or quit some of those subscriptions. Another thing is to limit information that isn't relevant to you. Like if you're hearing people talk about politics and that's not something that you feel is relevant to you, you don't have to discuss it just because it's there. You don't have to listen to it, okay? So you can listen to who you want to. You can have who you want to in your life. And if they are bringing up things that is not bettering your life or relevant at that time, you can just cut that off, okay? You can set that boundary at that time. It doesn't mean that you're not friends with that person, but you can say, you know what, this is not relevant to my life right now. I need to declutter my mind, and those are the kind of things that I need to put a red velvet rope around and say, you know what, right now I can't discuss politics, or I can't discuss whatever it might be that is cluttering your brain. Okay, so those things and ideas or whatever it is, like I said, too much TV. If you realize that I love to watch Criminal Minds, but there comes a point where I have to stop and lay off because all that killing and everything, it gets into my brain, and I have to then go to something lighter. Carol Burnett is awesome, okay? I love watching her, and she is a great thing to clean out your mind and stop thinking about other things that are cluttering up your mind, okay? What do you think? You like Carol Burnett? So think about that and tell me what you have decluttered out of your mind. I'd love to hear about it. All right, so believe it or not, that is the end of our Fancy Friday, and next week will be September, and I'll be here to talk some more. I hope that you loved this. I hope that you leave me a comment and tell me what you think, and I hope that you have an awesome, awesome weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye, Daddy. Bye, Judy. Love you.